check. Tyler's angry. Tyler just had some soup. I mean some cereal. So here I am. I should probably have dumped some flour into a bowl before I put. Oh, hey Tyler, will you come help me for a second?
What's up?
Will you grab that quart container?
Goody said he lost you on stream.
Oh no.
Oh, it's an ad. Is there an ad?
Well, this is just me watching myself on stream.
Right.
So this is an ad for me, but it might have stopped.
It didn't stop.
Hey, will you
What do I do?
put some flour in that for me, please?
How much?
Just keep going. That's good. That's good.
What?
It's okay.
Did I miss something?
No, you're good. I was just like, go, 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 stop.
Oh.
It was funny.
To you, maybe.
Well, I was the one that was laughing.
Goody said he couldn't see you. Can you not see
Oh
you?
no. I don't know. Goody, are you there? Can you see us? It's back. Maybe it was me. I don't know. Could have been me. Could have been us.
He thought we were good at Twitch or stuff. Or
Stop! Goody's great. That's why he's a moderator. Goody's the best. Okay, so I've got some flour now on my hands. I'm going to put some flour on the board. And I'm going to put some flour on the dough. And I'm going to squish it down so that it starts to get starts to adhere and starts to make a big glob. I'm going to, that was still some buttermilk. All right, so I'm pulling it away from the sides. And then we are ever so gently going to tip it out. There we go. I'm going to try to pull any of that I can out of there. Get rid of that. Woo! Look at that shaggy mass. I'm going to add some more over here because that buttermilk was really sticky. Oh yeah, look how fluffy and soft that is. Oh, that's looking good. So we're not going to knead this like bread. We're going to kind of pat it. Pat, 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 pat. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to pat it and then I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to just keep patting. Pat, pat, pat. And I want to keep it kind of square. I am not one of those people who cuts out the circles. I go in and I cut little squares or rectangles with my bench cutter. And that way that keeps me from having to, what does that keep me? Oh, from having to take like the leftovers and then knead those even more because then the dough starts to get a little tough. So I'm going to fold it this way now. Pat, pat, pat. Starting to get a little wet under there, so it's starting to get a little sticky. Flipping this over. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Little rectangle. Pat, 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 pat. I actually think I will get my rolling pin out here in a minute to get these a good, even layer. In the ratio book, the author of that book that we were talking about just now is one of those folks that lets the dough rest. And while I'm sure that does something cool, that is not my style. I like to make them and bake them. I'm not trying to wait around for biscuits. All right, so we've got a nice rectangle. We've got a nice rectangle, and these are pretty well good. Oh no, my rolling pin is way up there. Oh hey, you're banned, Tyler. Goody says. Goody says you're banned.
What?
Goody says you're banned. Hey, will you help me again?
No.
Will you grab my rolling pin from up there, please?
Goody.
Pretty please.
If you're going to be on Goody's side, I'm not helping you nothing.
Sorry, Goody. I need him right now, so bye.
There, let's just say bye to the dude. If they get to say something bad about him.
No, I won't. I won't do it. I don't need it. It's fine.
Wow. Where is it?
Way up there.
Why is it there?
In the way back. Because it's a tiny kitchen and I have to hide things into places where they'll fit. Okay.
I hear that.
Welcome to my French rolling pin. This my mom brought me from a trip. It wasn't to France. From some trip, I don't remember, a long time ago. And I love it. All right, so we're gonna get these into a nice rectangle and or square. Rolling them out this way. I want to keep them pretty thick because while they are gonna fluff up a little bit, I like a really thick biscuit. So I don't roll them out super duper thin. This is about right. I'm looking at this is probably about 1 inch. Now I'm gonna square this up so that my biscuits have nice corners. Even my corner biscuits have nice corners. So squaring that. Try not to add any more flour. We've added plenty of flour. Squaring it up. I might do a little bit more of this. Unbanned. Thank you, Goody. Appreciate it. Okay. Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay, there we go. These are gonna be good, y'all. All right, so I am going to bake some of these. What would I do normally? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is looking like I could probably do 16, which is looking good. One of the things that I learned when I was baking at the Black Bear Coffee House in Denali National Park, Alaska, where I learned almost everything I know about baking, was that it's so much easier to eyeball something if you're cutting it or if you're trying to separate something. So much easier to eyeball half of something than trying to do like quarters or thirds or even slices of a pie. So I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut that in half, and I'm going to cut that in half, and I'm going to do it this way too. And then we're going to have some square biscuits about this big. I think that's just perfect. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, these are going to be just right. Just right. And I'm gonna, maybe I'll do half and half. We'll see, I'm not sure. Yum. When I did that show I was talking about, the Biscuit Broads show, we made these itty bitty little biscuits. They were so cute. We got all the way to this process, and then we made them probably about a quarter of one of these big ones. These are gonna be some big biscuits. And that's okay. They were so cute. They were just these little bitty ones so that you could have a bunch of them. You know, we were talking about the biscuit bar smorgasbord. So you could have lots of little biscuits, like a tiny ham biscuit and a tiny jam biscuit and a tiny chocolate gravy biscuit and a tiny tomato gravy biscuit, so that you're not trying to have, you know, when you've got a smorgasbord of options, it can be overwhelming. Okay, so we are going to, because I want to give my friend the most beautiful ones, and honestly, these are a little big, but that's fine. I'm going to take the corner pieces, and we're going to cook the corner pieces right here today. Put these in here like this. I like them to be touching. As I was saying before, I really like for them to kind of have to climb each other, and then you have to pull them apart, and they're really yummy. So we've got these here. We're going to maybe take these enormous ones. And then, let's see, maybe one more. This isn't normally how I would do it. I would normally take, you know, a whole section and put them together. But because I'm not going to bake all of these right now, I'm trying to save the most beautiful ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'll do... I'll do, how many do I want to give my friend? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's plenty for us today. I want to give her a nice even number. So we're going to do this. It's going to be great. Check it out. A little biscuit circle. Yes. There we go. We're going to freeze these in a second, but we're going to put these into the oven right now. If I had been thinking, hey, I would not have worn a black apron on baking day, I'm going to brush these with some melted butter, because that's how we roll here at the SVT Cooks. How's it going? Y'all have any questions? How you feeling about the biscuits so far? Any surprises? Feeling good? All right, so we're gonna just like brush these. Do I have a brush? Yes, I do. I'm gonna brush these with some butter, and then I'm going to sprinkle them with some delicious sea salt. And then they're gonna bake for about 10 to 12 minutes while we get these into the freezer. Okay. Hey everybody. Welcome. Glad you stuck around. If you're still here, we're making biscuits. All right. Yummers. Butter. Unsalted butter is the kicker. Salt. Unsalted butter lets you decide how much salt goes into something. Lots of butter on top. Here we go. I want to make sure that my oven is really hot. I can tell it's really hot. But I want to make sure it's at like 400 degrees. What you got? Is that a new shirt?
I gave it to me at the event.
No way. Okay, I have to do this to open the oven. Awesome. It's really good.
It's on 3X. It's too big.
I think it looks good.
But it's fine.
Okay, so this is at 350. It's not quite there yet, so we're gonna crank this up a little bit, actually. Can you still see this? I think you can. Because I am a little detail-oriented in some ways, not that way, I guess. I am going to individually wrap these biscuits in parchment paper, the ones that I'm going to freeze, because I want them to be really cute when they get to their destination. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to freeze them first, and then I'm going to wrap them.
Maybe said he's learning.
Good! I'm happy. It's been great. Learned where I've made mistakes in my biscuits. Well, good. I'm very happy to hear that, Goody.
Let's not say that quite yet till we taste it.
Oh, come on. Although I did kind of have, I had a learning experience on stream on Sunday. Man, I was making a roasted chicken. I was making roasted chicken like I have done so many times. And because I was on stream, I kind of let my instinct, I didn't listen to my intuition. And I pulled that chicken out too early and tried to carve it.
Little pig.
Not cool. Excuse me, didn't know you were right there. We're gonna put these in here and we're gonna let them freeze a little bit.
How long do they freeze for?
Well, they're gonna be in there for a long time. Right now, we're just gonna let them kind of stiffen up a little bit, and then we're gonna put them in a Ziploc bag. Oh my goodness, now we gotta talk about the cleanup. Oh wait, no, I need that to stay there. This flour, I think, is fine. Yes, we're gonna put this flour back in here. And now we're gonna clean up. Hot oven. I want you to be hotter. Yes. Welcome, friends. I'm Sarah Beth. We made biscuits. Check them out. Yes. While the oven is preheating, or heating further, I'm going to keep these right here to make sure that they don't get too warm. I picked up that pan and it was just a little bit warm. Like I said, we want that butter cold. The beautiful thing about making biscuits on this big old professional plastic cutting board is that it's so much easier to clean. Wood cutting boards are wonderful, but for this, not my favorite. Okay. This buttermilk that we didn't use, I'm actually just gonna let it go. I don't really enjoy the buttermilk and cornbread or buttermilk just on its own thing, so we're gonna let that go. Sometimes people do, like my stepdad used to crumble cornbread into a big plastic tumbler cup and then pour buttermilk on top of it and eat it like cereal. And I gotta say, not for me. But I know a lot of folks that did that. I forgot to sprinkle the sea salt, so we're gonna do just like a little bit of sea salt on that melted butter. Yummers. Chat check. Old baking powder, not folding the dough. Old baking powder is a big one. One time I started this baking job and I made these cupcakes, and I made this huge batch of cupcakes, like 24 to 36, and they all deflated and fell, and I was so mortified because it was like my first day. And I knew that I had done it right, and it occurred to me that it was the baking powder, and it really saved the day. When we went and got some new baking powder, oh, someone is shoveling our porch. How nice of them. Neighbors. Huh? Oh, well, I will.
Are you cooking something right now?
We're about to, yeah.
How long do they go in for?
10 to 14 minutes. We're gonna check on them in 8 minutes. So, there you go. They'll be ready. I know you're ready to go. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I told you it was gonna be like an hour and a half.
I know. Well, you say that sometimes. The stream would go a little bit longer.
Well, see, exactly. There wouldn't be any reason that you, got something right here, that you would expect it to go faster.
Is that cocaine on my nose?
You better not be. Shoot.
No, just kidding.
Lordy. And then the other, not folding the dough. Yeah, I feel like the you know, we all get so excited about kneading dough because it just feels so good, but you can't do that with biscuits. And yeah, you want to fold and pat and fold and pat and fold and pat.
So you get those nice layers.
That's exactly right. Were you listening, or
No,
were you
I
just
was-
seen it on Food Network?
I just guessed.
Oh, well, there you go. You are correct. It's a similar technique for like puff pastry, although I have never made puff pastry. Will you put that in the sink for me? And that too. Thank you. Tell us about your week, Tyler.
Well, we had a good big event for Mortal Kombat, and we showed off a bunch of stuff, and I walked about 10 miles a day in the venue, and pretty tired, but it was a fun time. I don't want to talk too much about it.
Cool.
You know,
Yeah, I'm proud of
had a
you.
really good time, though.
Good.
So I just got to go to the office for a little bit today to do a few things for a couple hours. I told her I'd stay, though, until the biscuits were done at least, so I
I
could do
want them
the,
to taste it.
do the taste, and then I'm going to go.
I get it.
So I got to wipe the car off still, because it's been
Yes,
snowing.
you
I was
do.
lucky to fly in right before the snow hit, which is
Let
cool.
me put that in the fridge. Oh, my latte. I'll let it get cold, too cold. Okay, well, for 6 minutes, we gotta wait. I wonder, ooh, you know what? Maybe I'll make a bowl of soup or something. What can I make?
Show them how the microwave works or something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh, are you good?
I'm good.
You scare me. Maybe we could talk about this cookbook a little bit.
How many viewers do you have?
I love this cookbook. How many viewers do we have? 4 right now. We at one point we had like 20 or more.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what caused them all to leave.
I don't know. It's a good question. Probably because they just jumped in to see what was up and they were like, oh, okay, I get it. Oh, this is gonna need a good cleaning. Biscuits are in the oven. I want to make sure that the temp is good. Oh yeah, they are already looking good. The Southerner's Cookbook from Garden and Gun Magazine. This is my favorite, by far, best biscuit recipe ever. And it has so many good recipes from, if you like, real deal Southern recipes, things that not only did I grow up with, but also enjoyed in specific places. Like I have family in Mississippi, I have family in Alabama, and I have family in Texas these days. And so many things that you want to get just right, like pimento cheese. There's a recipe in here for Hoppin' John, which is what I did my very first stream on New Year's Day. Made some Hoppin' John. It was phenomenal. Let's see, what orange rolls. Maybe we should look and figure out what we're going to do on our next stream. Orange rolls would be good. Where are they? There is this there's this restaurant in my hometown of Coleman, Alabama, called the All Steak Restaurant, named after their famous all steak hamburgers. They would grind steak and make a delicious hamburger. But it was like the nice restaurant in town, and they had these really just sweet and delicious yeast orange rolls. So it's basically just a cinnamon roll, except with an orange like marmalade glaze. So good. I've tried to make them once before. It looks like I tried on April 7th of 2018. So maybe we should do that this year. And it was a yeasted dough, and they turned out a little tough. And I think it was because I didn't roll out the dough quite thin enough. The dough has to be really thin and not super fluffy and doughy, but the glaze was just right. Chat check. Date with that woman was your wife, you'd be a lucky man. Well, there you go. Yeah, we are not married, and that is by choice. But I did read something today about if someone can make biscuits, that nothing bad could come of marrying that person, which I don't know if I believe that so much, but at least there are biscuits. These little babies are looking so good. They're puffing up really well. Oh, they're going to be so good. Stick around for the biscuits. Ooh, what are we going to put on these biscuits? I have a couple of options. We had a question earlier about what's my favorite thing to put on them? And I said butter and jam. I also really love a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I mean, who doesn't love a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit? But as many of you know, if you have been watching for a bit, I'm kind of a reluctant meat eater these days. Ooh, look at all this butter. I have so much butter. I have so much more butter than I thought I did. So I've got those. Triple berry, probably not for me. This is like Kroger brand. I have some apple butter, no sugar added. This is probably going to be my favorite thing. From when we went apple picking. This is some fig preserves from Donna's Number 6 fruit stand in Mississippi. My favorite place to shop when I'm home, where I always get my ribbon cane syrup. I'm going to put some of this on a biscuit, you better believe. Oh, allow me to show you my other favorite thing in my kitchen right now. These are my tiny little baby goat salt and pepper shakers. These were a gift at Christmas time from my Aunt Janice. And it was so funny because she pulled me aside at our family Christmas and said, "This isn't really a Christmas present. I just had to buy these for you. It just seemed like I just had to." And so it wasn't a Christmas present, it was just you have to have these present. And it's so true, I did have to have these. They're just these tiny little salt and pepper shakers, and I love them so much. Little goats. So cute. So cute. What else do I like to put? I think I got some jam, I got some 4 fruit spread. Nah, we can live without that. Oh, y'all, these biscuits are smelling so good. Oh, goodness gracious. Peek. Oh, they look so good. They look so good. I think the oven is up maybe a little too high now. Maybe not. We're just going to leave it. Let it be. Let it be. So I think on the next baking stream, we'll do all steak Coleman, Alabama orange rolls. And it'll be an experiment. Those things, they were tough. What did we say last time? 8 minutes? Let's do 3. That would be 11. This says, what, 12 minutes? 10 to 12, yeah, so we're good. So 8, that'll be 11. It'll be just right. I like to go a little bit longer. I like them to be really golden on top. And you don't want to go over by much. But you don't want them to be underdone and doughy inside. That's the worst. Soft and fluffy is good, but doughy is not. There's not a picture of the orange rolls in this cookbook, which is really too bad because they are gorgeous. They're these and they come in these little wax paper muffin cups, and then the orange roll is inside and it's kind of fanned open a little bit, and then it's this buttery marmalade orange zest glaze, sugary glaze that's, oh my gosh. My friend Sally Culpepper in high school, in drama club in high school, between school and rehearsal, between 3 and 4, she would drive in her little car to the Allstate and buy a dozen orange rolls or more, and then bring them back, and we would eat them during theater practice. Oh man. Play practice. Now that I'm a professional, I know it's called rehearsal. Chat check. Oh yes. Y'all, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. We're getting close. Are you ready?
Well, I'm good. Whatever.
You're so ready.
Huh?
Look at these.
What?
I'm about to show you.
Oh my God!
Whoa!
Good.
I think there's still a little.
Check.
Check. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit.
Damn, if that one was your wife, you'd be a lucky man.
I mean,
I think
yeah.
you're just talking generally.
If a woman.
No, you didn't know you. Anybody just.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would make a good wife. I just don't want to be one. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Damn! Oh, you saw those biscuits. I put them back in for just a hair. I want to make sure that they are ready to roll.
We don't want them to be. We don't know another chicken situation, do we?
We do not want another chicken situation. I want to make sure that my table is looking good.
I think he was damning about my new shirt.
Huh?
I think he was actually damning about my new shirt.
Very possible. Was that damn about Patrick Mahomes? Ooh, yes. Look at that. What a thing of beauty. What a thing of beauty. Oh, and we're good to go. So we're going to leave these here. We're going to let them cool just a little bit because they're going to be crazy hot. Chicken sitch. Yeah, my hashtag chicken sitch was a bit of a sitch, indeed. We do not want another hashtag chicken sitch. Say that 10 times fast. I just happen to have some more butter here, so we're just gonna happen to put it on top. We just happen to. If you just happen to have butter lying around that's melted and you've got biscuits that just came out of the oven, I think it's a crime to not use it. These biscuits are huge. Much larger than I would normally go because they really fluffed. This one is very large too. The ones that I saved for freezing are a little bit smaller, which is a good thing because these are almost too big. If there is such a thing.
Is this another chicken sitch?
No, this is like the best biscuit stitch ever. Oh man, y'all, the sink is just full of dishes. Oh, that's the bad news about making biscuits. Oh no. That's the bad thing about making biscuits. You got the food processor, you got the bowl full of shaggy, dried, sticky dough, you got the...
Oh, it was shaggy.
It was shaggy. We talked about the shaggy mass. You have to make a shaggy mass of dough. Duh. Wasn't he watching? Yeah, mine never looked like that. Yeah, well, that's too bad. Let's make some biscuits together, goody? That'd be fun. Holly and I were talking about making gumbo on stream at some point. So what if we did biscuits and gumbo? I realize they don't really go together, but they do kind of. That sounds good. All right. Oh yeah. If this were a special occasion or something, I would probably have made some sausage gravy. And maybe at some point we'll do that on stream. But you don't need it. When your biscuits are this yummy, just a biscuit itself is worth it. I'm going to get a couple little biscuit plates. And we are going to make ourselves some biscuits with some butter and some jams. Get some butter out, because that's what they need is more butter. I did get in trouble with somebody. They were commenting about how much butter and oil we were using. Oh no. This will have to do. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, Tyler, come and get it. If you want. I did not play this music. Oh, you know what? That reminds me, actually. I need to take a picture for my Instagram. It's my favorite. Oh, I got a text message. Okay. Ooh, I got some comments. Here we go. Ooh, yeah. SBT Cooks on Instagram, too. If you'd like a biscuit, you can come have one now. I'm going to take this kind of brown one because I think that looks really buttery and good. Oh, y'all. Here you go. Come on in. Would you like this kind of toasty one?
Sure. Is there stuff on it?
No, not at all.
Let's put stuff on it.
Will you grab a plate? I got 2 plates, but I ended up putting the butter. Ooh, look at these. Look at these biscuits. They're huge. They're so big. They're so big. Okay. I think okay, so I'm gonna move this because it's hot. We're gonna put this up here and we're gonna make our biscuits. I think I'm gonna do butter and ooh.
You bring out the apple. You use a lot of this stuff.
Look at
What are you even using
that.
this for?
Toast?
Yeah,
I like it.
You really went through it, yeah.
So this is what I like to do. More butter inside. And then I think I'm gonna do fig preserves. I put a biscuit in gumbo earlier this year. Oh, already? No, I don't want these. I want this.
It's tough to say.
Earlier this year in 2019? That sounds great. Put a biscuit in a bowl and pour some gumbo on top. Brilliant.
We should just bring those. Let's bring those frozen biscuits goodies.
No, I'm giving those to Karen. I could send a couple of them. I could send 2 of them.
I don't know who Karen is.
Karen's the one who was helping me with my agency submissions. I'm also gonna put some cane syrup on this. And then I'm gonna close it back up.
The cane syrup?
Yes, and the biscuit. Oh, look how slow and delicious.
Mm.
Because this apple butter is no sugar added, and it's not very sweet.
That's way too much.
Oh no. It's just right.
There's times she gets on me for not eating healthy. I'm just gonna remember this time where she poured full cane syrup on a biscuit.
Yeah.
You meant not to.
No.
Don't be weird.
It's so good. I was gonna close it up, but I didn't. Actually, I think I will. I'll make some, y'all. Oh wait, 2018. Yes. He'll make some biscuits.
Why did he lie to us about what year he is in?
I don't know. That was really not cool. These are so soft.
They were good.
Oh my gosh, that top. The top is so salty and buttery.
Good job. Can I take this?
Yeah. Oh, that looks beautiful. Can I take a picture of that real quick? Come back.
Oh, dang it. I need to make my food look uglier.
But look how beautiful that drip is. It's so good. See it on Instagram. Oh, that's a good one. There we go. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think I'm going to be done because I got a lot of cleaning up to do. All right, tips to remember. Take homes. You want a hot oven. Cold butter. You want to not knead the dough. Fold and pat it down. Use your food processor to cut your butter into your dry ingredients. So much faster, so much more foolproof. You can make buttermilk by adding lemon to half and half or whole milk. What else? I don't know. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.